Listen, I just want to talk to you guys real quick. This isn't going to be a long video about truth in advertising, right? So I posted a little video on Instagram, kind of like what I was hinting at, but I'm going through my Instagram feed, and obviously there's advertisements, there's companies that I follow, different things like that. The problem that I'm having here is that, like Matt and I, for example, we take sponsorships and things like that very seriously. The things that we talk about. If we're representing a company or if we're talking about a company, we take it very seriously. The reason that we take it very seriously is because it is serious, because we're considered social influencers, right? Because we've got a decent sized following of people that watch us. They see what we talk about, they're interested in what we talk about, interested in what we do. And there's many people like us, okay? Many people. Matt and I are not the only ones, obviously. And in the big world of YouTube, in the big world of social media, Matt and I are a zit on an elephant's ass. You understand what I'm saying? We're fucking minuscule. And so are the biggest YouTubers in trucking. Very small. But I'm looking through these advertisements, and one thing that I notice about a lot of these companies is they objectify things in order to sell their product. The problem that I have with that is there's no truth in it. There's no truth in that advertising, because they're bullshitting you. You understand? They're bullshitting you into believing that what they're selling or what they're trying to sell you is good, just because some girl in a bikini is holding it, or because some guy stands there beside it and says, "Oh, well, this is the best shit since forever." Listen, if there's companies out there and you see them using bikini models or big buff-ass dudes to sell their crap, it's because they're hiding something. They're hiding something because their product probably sucks ass. Probably doesn't work, or doesn't work as well as they say it does. It probably smells like shit, looks like shit, tastes like shit, and it's probably overpriced. It kind of goes back to, in our industry, people that represent trucking companies. Majority of people are representing trucking companies or whatever because they're getting paid. You're right? But listen, don't just buy something because someone else, because somebody that, has marketing in mind is tricking you. Sometimes you don't even know you're being tricked, and that's what amazes me, because these people are really good at what they do. There are a lot of us on YouTube who talk about products, me included. And I'm going to tell you, there are three things that Matt and I assure before we talk about anything, like Zephyr or Diesel Life. Listen, the company has to be based in America or made in America, okay? That's one. That's numero uno. You gotta be an American company. Number two, we actually have to use your stuff. We have to like your stuff. Period. And three, you gotta save the truck drivers money. Give me the ability to save the drivers that I'm talking to a couple bucks. If a company can't meet those three requirements, you won't see Matt and I talk about them. I mean, as a whole, the trucking industry is pretty small. It's very niche, right? Or niche, however the hell you say it. But you have to understand there's a lot of competitors, right? Like Zephyr has competitors, Diesel Life has competitors, all of these different places have competitors, you know. Pilots have competitors, you know, McDonald's, everybody's got a competitor. So some companies will just throw money at it, right? They'll just throw money at the situation. And I think it's better to let your product speak for itself. Be original. Care about the people that are buying your stuff. Customer service has to be above and beyond. You can't just put it on a shelf and then forget about it. As for the stuff that you guys are commenting about made in China, listen, there are some things that they just don't make in America anymore. Take electronics, for example. Why? Because labor's cheap there. We all know. You know, making electronics is tedious, time-consuming, and we either lose jobs to robots or to people that'll do it cheaper. But just remember that, man. Remember that stuff, guys. You need to find truth in advertising. The people that you're listening to, make sure that they truly believe in the product that they're showing you. Zephyr is a small family-owned company in Southern California. Everything they make is done right there in Rancho Cucamonga. I've done videos from their facility. It's ran by a husband, wife, and their daughter. Diesel Life, Auburndale, Florida. Husband and wife run it. People don't do their research. Listen, when the truth comes out, people get butthurt. And I'm sure somebody's going to see this video from one of those other companies, or maybe even one of my friends that represents those other companies that I'm talking about. And that's okay. Because I want to lead the change. I want to lead the charge. And I want everybody there with me, shoulder to shoulder. I don't want people standing behind me. I don't need anyone behind me. I need people beside me. You understand? Right here. And right here. It's a pretty simple solution. Pretty simple solution. Stop falling for the bullshit. If it doesn't save you money, then can you really believe what people are telling you? Think about it. Listen, I mean, I'm a man, and you know, bikini girls are nice. You know, and I'm sure there's women out there that like seeing the Chippendales or whatever. But what are these companies hiding? That's what blows my mind. What are they hiding from you? Why do they have to trick your mind into buying their product? Why can't they let the product speak for itself? If your product's good, people will talk. People will talk about it. If your product works, people will share it. That's all that matters. I just hate seeing some of the shit that we see. Some of the things that are put in front of us online. It's ridiculous. Because I'm like, I look at a product, and I'm not going to talk about any companies that are doing it. You guys will find them on your own, but I look at a product and I'm like, I wonder if that really works that good. And then I talk to somebody that's promoting it, and they're like, well, it works, just not as good as the other stuff. I'm like, well, then why the fuck are you panhandling it to everybody? You know, or whatever it is. And then you take shots with the other companies. Grow up. 35, act 35. If you're 40, act 40. However old you are, act your fucking age. If your mind hasn't completed high school, then maybe it's time for you to go back, right? Maybe it's time for you to go back to the schoolyard if that's what you need to do. Because I ain't got time for that shit. I'm about people being truthful. I'm about products doing what they say they're going to do. And companies following through when the product doesn't work. So remember, guys, if you're going to buy something, do your research. $5, $10 might not matter at that moment. But add that up. How many times has a company used a marketing technique to mess with your mind and get you to buy their shit? You'd probably be amazed how many dollars you've wasted because you saw a display case with a bikini chick in it, or you saw, like, I don't know, monster truck running some shit over, so you were like, oh, I can do that too if I buy this energy drink. No, you can't. Just because you see an advertisement and it's hot chicks holding it, if you buy that shit, it don't mean you're getting laid.